Goodness. Welcome back. So I actually played a little bit last night and I ended up clearing out this bandit camp. And that was fun. Picked up a couple of extra little side missions. I'm gonna do this one real quick. This one is, I gotta go check on some friends of this one guy who decided to come and explore these ruins, even though it is forbidden for the Nora to do so. They said, screw that, we're going anyway. But their friend didn't go because he didn't want to get cast out, and so he basically ropes me into being the one to come and check on him. Oh yeah, I've already done that turtleneck.
Brave arrows in these machines. Must have caused a stampede. The battle took place here. But who won? These machine tracks lead into the ruins, along with human footprints.
Now this is something that's kind of cool, which I just now noticed. Statues. A couple of guys on horseback here. Amazing that that stuff survived. So much else didn't. Yep. our guys. And then, of course, we got 2 sawtooths. Big boy. And now I have a pet mechanical saber-tooth tiger. And he's going over and fighting the other one. There you go. Bust him up, buddy. Take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out. Do it. Boom! Without really having to lift a finger. Now, this is something that I really wish they would have let you do in the game is override one of these and then essentially keep it as a guardian pet. I think that would have been amazing. Ooh, there's some ruins.
Someone still there?
Yeah, still here getting dinged on. Okay, let's see. How do we get these?
Someone still there?
This is just the level of detail that is in this game is ridiculous. And I just found this data point, and it's a little article. It says, editorial, does the First Amendment apply to virtual spaces? I mean, they didn't have to put this kind of stuff into here, but it's crazy. Says April 29th, 2063. Alright, so when this thing was written, April 29th, 2063. And this is from the past. So we're even further ahead of that. It says, last week, in one of the biggest synchronized police actions in U.S. history, the homes of more than 700 private citizens were raided and more than 500 arrests were made for the crime of inciting criminal behavior using private informational processes. If you've been paying attention over the past 9 years, you'll know how to parse the above legal word soup. Those raided are accused of participating in a virtual anti-corporate sovereignty rally. This time at the HoloNet headquarters of Sterling Malkeet. Watching 500 people, many of them bloodied and terrified, hauled from their homes by police SWAT bots is, understandably and rightfully, horrifying to a lot of people. But this is nothing new. as far back as 2054, when the first major arrest of virtual protesters occurred over the occupation of Metallurgic International's holographic customer service center. Pundits and courts have engaged in the debate over whether or not the internet constitutes a public space and is therefore legally required to oblige peaceable assembly. Legislation simply hasn't kept up with the advances of the HoloNet, and that's no accident. It serves the interests of Sterling Malkeet and Metallurgic and their corporate ilk to treat a holoscape not as a public space, but, in the words of Metallurgic-backed Senator Gerard O'Neill, an array of privately owned information processes. The same O'Neill, and then the rest of the data is corrupted. So yeah, I mean, they were having debates as to whether or not holographic spaces, which I would imagine would be hosted on the internet, were subject to the same provisions of the Constitution as actual physical spaces are. And there are people, and within this context, you gather that people were starting to protest some of these corporations who had become so big and so powerful that they could essentially dictate, you know, laws and culture and different things like that. So that's just layers upon layers. And it's just sitting over here in a ruined building. Alright. Let's see, where's my way up? Definitely my way up.
Someone still there?
What, my sawtooth over here? Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like the antenna coming off of his back there. Yeah, I'm totally forgetting how I'm supposed to get up here. I'm not really seeing any handholds or anything. And I remember this kind of being frustrating the last time. Torch. As adorable as a machine can be.
Someone's still there?
How do I get up here? Why can't I?
Someone's still there? Someone's still there? Someone's still there?
What'd you do Friday? Well, I ran around as a robot space ninja for a little over an hour. I was very productive.
Someone's still there?
And then after that, I spent another hour trying to figure out how to climb an old building.
Someone's still there?
Let's see, where were you?
Someone's still there?
That guy's really starting to get on my nerves. Constantly asking if someone's still there. usually it's fairly obvious how you're supposed to get up on something because there's little yellow things jutting out for you to grab onto. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I do not see any.
Someone still there?
Is that what you were referring to?
Someone still
Because
there?
if so, that's actually not glass, it's stone, which would explain why it survived. Oh, wait a minute.
Someone
You know
still there?
what? I think I know what I gotta do. Now I think I remember here. Yep, that was it. I had to take out both of them, and that was why.
You're that brave who was outcast. What are you doing here?
Your friend Den told me to come find you. Why are you up there?
The Sawtooth ripped our packs from us. Me. Us. Without weapons, this was the best we could manage. Thank you so much for destroying it. Now we can get home. One thing, you won't tell anyone you saw us here, will you?
I didn't. At least, not your friend. Need any help getting down?
We'll go back on our own. Don't take this the wrong way, but maybe we shouldn't be seen with you, or they might figure us out.
Yeah, been a while since I played this, so kind of forgot that she had to take out both of them, otherwise they wouldn't come down because there was no real way for me to get up there. So even though I completely overrode the machine and it was mine permanently, they were not having any of it. Oh, in your face. Thank you much. Hey, where? Oh, like right around here somewhere. Funny, they have all these things marked on the map for like the little special items that you can go and find, and they mark the general location, but they don't mark the exact location. So it's somewhere within this circle where you can go and find this old coffee cup. It doesn't exactly 100% pinpoint it. Still looking. Where did you go? den. Look at the hunt. Huh. Gotta go find somebody's ring that they lost while they were hunting boar, which they did unsuccessfully. Good grief, he's all the way up there. This crap.
Corruption drives the machines to attack. Never seen anything like it.
Yep, that would not be good. There's one.
Every vantage a story.
Well, the story is, there we go. Alright, another vantage point. Alrighty, so yeah, that one's coming in pretty clear. Definitely looks like a government building of some kind. Some kind of sculpture-y thingamajig out front, kind of pyramid-like. That's what it looks like now. That's what it used to look like.
The Pocket Shitstorm Tour, Day 3. I was 13. I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
So this guy who's making these tapes was 13. Apparently he broke into this building and vandalized
Last
it and
light.
was arrested.
Gotta stay sharp.
Yeah, museum's possible. Maybe the chat wouldn't be so Nazi-ish if you just put it all into one thing instead of every sentence a different message. Alright, so. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's kind of lame. But yeah, here's the old one. Well, that's not really new, but original, current, original, current. Is that the actual name of it? Interesting. Where was it located?
Grazers. I can override them if I don't spook them.
Oh, really? Did not notice that part. Very cool. Yeah, when we went to go visit my brother in Denver, we technically flew into Colorado Springs. Although it was funny, that was where we got our ticket. We went from Memphis to Colorado Springs, but we had a layover or a connecting flight, and where we connected was actually Denver. We flew into Denver to the Denver airport, and then got on a plane, flew to Colorado Springs, and drove back to Denver.
Almost.
So we kind of did both. It was retarded. Yeah, because the ticket was cheaper, and I was just like, this makes... Exactly. I was like, that made no sense whatsoever. And personally, I was just like, look, can we just get our junk off of the plane and just stay here?
Machine.
Oh, I jumped off of it and stabbed it in the back. Yeah, going from Denver to Springs was interesting because there was a lot of crosswind, and it was just very turbulent.
Here we go again.
Yeah, well, Denver's at such a high altitude that, you know, the wind up there is definitely a factor. So it's supposed to...
It's not marked. Wonder what killed it. Froth around the mouth. Something it ate?
The heck is this thing doing? Okay, so this is supposed to be a dead boar,
Can
and
my
its
focus show me
leg
anything?
is doing this. This is really weird. It's so strange looking. Dead boar. Just like massaging the ground. Okay. Oh, that's weird.
Something caught in its throat.
Ring.
Let's see here. Yeah, that would be Tame's ring.
Yep. So this guy lost a ring while he was hunting boar, and apparently this boar ate it and it killed the boar. So, yay. Oh yeah. Thankfully they didn't show her digging it out. Yeah, I mean, it's like having a
I wonder
bit.
if my focus can
Oh,
take
now it's
anything up.
dead. Why would I need my focus to take anything up? I got the ring. That's what I came for. Try to tame and deliver his ring. Let's see. Gather the lance horn parts. Oy. Hey, there's a lance horn site. Ooh, 10:25. But after this little do-jigger, I'm going to change course, and we are going to go into more of a main quest. Which is like all the freaking way. Good lord. I'm over here. Gotta get to there. It's terrible. Try this part again. But yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay, if that's the case, I'm running to the restroom. Okay, now I'm back. Ooh, Ravager. It's a new one. So a Ravager, similar to a Sawtooth. Ha ha ha. And that it's got a cannon mounted on its shoulder. I think it's like maybe slightly smaller than a Sawtooth, but not by much. Pretty close to the same size. It looks like it's styled slightly different. Let's see. Anything up there? Nope. Campfire discovered. Yes, save. Of course, they don't tell you what kind of animals these are modeled after, and there's a reason why. 'Cause nobody knows.
It's Aaron, and he's in trouble.
Alright, so I go. Don't you try to kick me in the back.
See what happens when you pick a fight with
I'm glad that's over with. Thanks for the help. Come on over here and have a word.
I actually need that. I really need that. Gotta get that for... Familiar side mission. Thunder drop breaker lens, glint hawk lens. Bellow back. Bellow back. Cruiser, broadhead, stalker, sawtooth. Watcher lens. You can get rid of those. Free up the spot.
Hey, come on, what are you waiting
Right.
for?
What the crap? No!
What, you don't feel like talking?
Not at the moment, bud. Give me a second.
Hey, seriously, we need to talk.
I know we do, but there are parts laying around here. I'm taking them. Give me a minute, you little impatient twerp. Alright. Now we can talk.
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so... no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft. Almost there. All right, this is it, where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please. I need to find the bastards that did this.
Interesting. Never really considered a lion because, you know, it's kind of, it doesn't have a mane on the robot version.
Those bloodstains, not the kind that would a Shadow Karja spear. There must be Shadow Karja armor.
Alright, so...
They look like sneers. It's perfectly sharp. Never seen action.
So the spear is sharp, has never been used. The blood stains are like smears, and helmet,
Strange. Not a scratch on it.
also not used. Which is funny, because it didn't really use the focus to determine that information. That's just called being observant. Y'all got some, like, crappy investigators here. What's going on?
This is the spot where we found Ursa. Where those devils beat her to death. I should have been here to fight with her.
Back to it.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm guessing something else. Ah, there's something.
These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
And away we go. Come on, big fella. Campfire.
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this.
Why indeed?
And we're gonna figure it out.
These are the satellite dishes that I mentioned a while back. Although I'm not sure that I ever referred to them as satellite dishes. Another cup. We got 2 in each set. Get rid of that. Yeah. All right. What, the, this stuff up here? The dishes?
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Asaram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
Is that? Yeah. Trouble.
Dang it. Come on.
Going down!
Not that. Oh, I went right by his head. There we go. Oh, you wanna get personal? I got something
Hit
for
him
you.
till they can't hit.
Boom in the head. Oh, not even.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Advance!
Ooh. Yep, we got a Ravager. We got another Ravager. Dang it, come on. Boom! Got it. Crap. Dang it. Are you kidding me? There we go. What the heck? Ah, jeez, come on! Get the crap off of me. There we go. Gotcha. God, seriously, lay off.
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
Yeah, they could be lionesses. I actually thought about that. And this is what that thing did when it was shooting at me. It actually blew a hole through this rock. I wasn't there before. Ah, there's the other one. Yep. Nifty little thing, but you know, it's a heavy machine. It's designed to be carried by, or I mean, it's a heavy weapon. It's designed to be carried by a machine. And they are far stronger than I am, so. Here we go. Here's some stuff.
These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Narcissus men didn't fight back. What are those leather straps? Armor straps. Cut with a knife. And a rock with blood on it. Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory, but it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough, so it could have been anyone. Even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Talk about just really good story writing and stuff. You really feel for this guy. I think that's everything. But yeah, little building there, and these big old round metal things up on top of a hill. And just looking at them, and you got this stuff here. That's probably the bracket where it would have pivoted. Just, you know, you see it like right here. That's a dish. My suspicion, and I can't really confirm that, but what I think this place might have been in the past is possibly NORAD. Just because I know it's got some communication devices and stuff on top of a mountain in the Rockies near Colorado Springs. Possibly. Maybe. You know, so much stuff out here to explore. The place looks kind of cool. You can see so much stuff from up here. It's so cool. That over there was where we met Olin and confronted him about what he did. And then all the way over there is Thunderjaw. Just walking around. Crazy. Insane amount of space and detail and everything around here. It's nuts. Alright, so we can go meet Erend at the Palace of the Sun. Fancy. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to Erend real quick. Well, of course, they're not going to list a particular place because it's a government facility and they don't want you to know what's going on there. They actually do like intelligence gathering and communication, FAA related stuff, I think.
I've seen them.
I'm sure you could try and find it on Google Maps, but if you were to get directly over it, a lot of it would probably be just blanked out. Certain spots on Google Maps where you can go and look at stuff, and it'll be kind of censored.
There's a guard under the...
Yeah, we'll get back to that later. Alright, so this is the bridge to the palace. The city's back there. Big old bridge.
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Oh, I gotta talk to this guy.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
First the Oseram get special treatment, and now Outlanders from the Savage East could the Sun King haven't heard.
The Savage
Passed by
East.
some Outlander woman?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Considering what I'm gonna find out, I'm a little more civilized than any of y'all. But yeah, the fact that
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
The fact that his name is
What's the Sun
Blameless,
King like?
I'm
The
like,
most important thing is what
why
he
you
isn't
gotta
like.
tell people?
His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Marad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Yeah, his outfit definitely looks uncomfortable, but that's usually the way royalty is.
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people.
Charming
Then
guy.
she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
So yeah, he's actually kind of a decent guy. And understands that, you know, what his father was doing, butchering people from other tribes, you know, for the sake of his own dominance and pleasing the sun god, is just complete madness. So he ended up stopping him. And gotta admit, he's kind of in a tough situation with, you know, dealing with other tribes that still distrust the Karja for what his father did and everything. He's still, you know, he's trying to repair those relationships, while at the same time leading the world into, you know, better days and whatnot. Founding of Meridian. Book. That's a lot of reading. But that actually tells the history. Oops, stop doing that, Aloy. The history of the founding of this city. So, but yeah, I mean, just a ridiculous amount of backstory and history in this place. I mean, just the aging around you know, on these stones and everything just gives it the sense that this has been here for a very long time. This isn't like, you know, oh, well, they just built this, you know, a couple of years ago. Okay. That they did. Yeah, I mean, just like... Oh, that part. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Which is funny because, you know, I'm the one at the controls here. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to back out of it, and instead of doing that, I'm hitting the circle button, which is the dive button, which can get you into trouble if you're standing in the wrong place. But yeah, I mean, all of this kind of stuff. If you know anything about, you know, architecture and construction from, you know, like the medieval period and stuff, and you know how long it would have taken to build something like that. And cathedrals would often take, you know, the better part of a century sometimes to fully do. Oh, absolutely. Right, big fella.
So, I thought Ursa was dead, and I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass. Whatever.
He likes
All I know
saying
is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Murad's guy grabs us a lead.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
We were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the mad Sun King. But then he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested, but he wouldn't let it go. Not to mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
That's fabulous.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
Oh, that's great.
I'd better go.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could, too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
It's weird. He's like nice and slimy all at the same time.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
So why do they call you Blameless Murad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
So they say.
Oh, goodness. She is, like, so incredibly direct, and he is just, like, not even remotely direct.
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl. Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, He is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
What makes you so sure Dervahl did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably. How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you describe? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely. Dervahl? Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead?
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
I have to go.
Then you must.
Alrighty. He does have a point, though. There's no sense in saying, you know, oh, well, it's definitely this, because as we saw with Erend, he thought that his sister was definitely dead, and she wasn't. But yeah. I will say this. This is not really much of a major spoiler or anything, but Murad, though he appears to be very slimy and political, as far as I can recall, he does not do anything in particular that is devious in any kind of way. He may sound that way, but overall he's actually a decent guy. And to go save her, we go all the way up there. And, let's see. Well, since it is 11:16, I think I'm going to go ahead and probably call it a night. Parents are coming over in the morning to go ahead and get some stuff fixed in the house, and I'll be making them lunch. Should be fun. Agreed. You too. Sleep well, at least better than last night.